Strong Main Street programs don't operate in isolation. They grow by building real partnerships with the people, businesses, and institutions that shape their communities. In this video, we'll explore how strategic partnerships can expand your resources, raise your program's profile, and deepen your relationships across the district. We'll look at how to identify potential partners, what makes a collaboration successful, and how to approach those relationships with clarity, consistency, and an inclusive mindset. Why partnerships matter. Most Main Street programs have limited staff and funding. Partnerships are how you scale your impact. They can bring in specialized expertise, new audiences, and shared resources. A well-placed partnership can fill staffing gaps, strengthen credibility, and unlock funding opportunities that you might not reach alone. More importantly, partnerships position your organization as a connector. When you build strong, visible relationships with local stakeholders, you show that Main Street is not just one program, but a shared community effort. They also build trust. A Main Street program that is engaged with business owners, town officials, community organizations, and residents is more likely to be seen as a valuable, reliable part of the local ecosystem. Who to partner with. You don't have to start from scratch. Many of your best potential partners are already active in your district. Start with your municipal and county partners. These include town or city officials, county representatives, planning departments, and your DHCD Neighborhood Revitalization Project Manager. Public sector partners can offer logistical support, help with permitting, or collaborate on infrastructure and streetscape improvements. Next, look to civic and community groups such as neighborhood associations, Rotary clubs, and historical societies. These organizations often have strong local networks and deep knowledge of your district's past and present. Your top 5 local employers, local media outlets, and anchor institutions like schools, libraries, and hospitals can also become long-term allies. Many are looking for ways to give back to the community or engage more locally. Don't overlook your business and property owners either, especially those who may not be engaged yet. The most successful Main Street programs develop regular, two-way communication with these stakeholders. In addition, identify less visible but equally important community voices. Reach out to faith-based organizations and immigrant-led groups. These partners are key to building an inclusive and representative revitalization strategy. What makes a partnership work? Good partnerships aren't transactional. They are rooted in mutual benefit and built over time. Before approaching anyone, consider what you have to offer. Maybe it's increased visibility, access to your audience, or shared event space. At the same time, take time to learn about your potential partner's goals. Are they trying to engage more residents, support small business, improve a specific block or corridor? Shared interests are the foundation for collaboration, but alignment on priorities and working styles is just as important. Rather than jumping into a co-hosted event right away, consider starting with a joint meeting. Set a clear agenda that outlines mutual goals, explores opportunities to collaborate, and identifies immediate next steps. Follow up with direct action taking on those tasks. This builds trust, creates early wins, and sets the tone for a productive partnership. If that initial collaboration goes well, continue the conversation and look for ways to deepen the relationship over time. Best practices for cultivating partnerships. Take time to prepare. Read up on your potential partner's mission, history, and current initiatives. When you meet, be clear about what you're doing and how they can be involved. Avoid coming in with a request right away. Start by listening and learning. Ask what they care about and how your work might align. Once a partnership begins, it's important to keep it active. Stay in regular communications, share outcomes, and acknowledge your partner's contributions, whether that's tagging them on social media, mentioning them in a newsletter, or looping them in on follow-up reports. When partners see the impact of their involvement, they're much more likely to stay engaged. If a project doesn't go as planned, don't let that be the end of the relationship. It's easy to walk away when things get bumpy, but don't do it. Instead, take time to debrief, ask for honest feedback, and reflect on what could have gone better. A thoughtful conversation can turn a misstep into a stronger partnership moving forward. Bringing an inclusive lens to partnership building. Building inclusive partnerships takes intention. Main Street districts are often more diverse than they appear, and your partner list should reflect that. Look for who hasn't been at the table. Partner with cultural groups, grassroots organizations, and community leaders who may not see Main Street as a natural ally yet. One way to start this is by attending their events, asking how you can support their work, and finding shared priorities. This kind of engagement doesn't just increase equity, it brings new energy, new ideas, and new relationships into your program. It also shows the community that revitalization isn't only for certain groups or certain blocks. It's for everyone. Examples of successful Main Street partnerships. Strong partnerships are the foundation of a successful Main Street program. Whether you're working with local government, nonprofits, businesses, or civic groups, collaboration allows you to extend your capacity, share resources, and solve problems more effectively. For new directors, it's often helpful to visualize what these partnerships might look like in practice. The following hypothetical examples illustrate how strategic collaborations tailored to local needs can lead to meaningful, measurable impact in a Main Street district. Community beautification through local partnerships. A new Main Street director partnered with the local garden club to revitalize a neglected lot that many residents didn't even realize was a public park. Together, they enhanced the landscaping, installed signage, and hosted a small ribbon cutting to reintroduce the space to the neighborhood. What began as a modest beautification effort turned into a popular gathering spot, proof that small, strategic partnerships can transform underused assets into community destinations. Safety and visibility through cross-sector collaboration. After hearing growing concerns about safety in the downtown area, the Main Street director convened a roundtable with local business owners, the police chief, and elected officials. The group developed a plan to improve lighting, install security cameras, and increase evening foot patrols. Within a few months, downtown saw a measurable drop in criminal activity and a noticeable increase in evening shoppers and diners. This partnership demonstrated how aligning around a shared challenge can lead to tangible, district-wide improvements. Entrepreneurship support to fill vacant storefronts. To address persistent vacancy downtown, the Main Street director worked with the city's Economic Development Office to launch a storefront boot camp for aspiring entrepreneurs. The training covered zoning, permitting, marketing, and business planning. Graduates were then paired with available spaces and several open new businesses within the year. The collaboration not only helped reduce vacancies, but also cultivated stronger relationships between new business owners and the Main Street organization. In closing, strategic partnerships are essential to the long-term success of your Main Street program. They expand your reach, strengthen your credibility, and root your work in the broader fabric of the community. Start by mapping who you're already connected to and who you still need to meet. Use your first few months to schedule small meetings with key players like local government, funders, civic groups, and anchor institutions. And don't forget to include people who reflect the full diversity of your district. A good partnership starts with a conversation. Reach out, listen well, and look for ways to build something meaningful together. In our next video, you'll learn how to strategically use partnerships to secure funding, collaborate on events, and drive economic development in your Main Street district.